Straight ahead on Focus, before doctors can start saving lives, first they have to make it out of med school alive. We go to Temple St. Luke's Med School to show you a day in the life of a med student. Then slip into your sneakers and get your tail on the trail. A new fitness program kicks off in Bethlehem. Plus, the Allentown Rotary celebrates its 100th anniversary, and at the Banana Factory in Bethlehem, an after-school program teaches kids to see themselves as artists. These stories and more right now on Focus.
Focus showcases the people, places, and issues that matter to you.
Everybody has a story.
These are the stories that uplift and inspire right here in your neighborhood. Focus on what matters. You never know what you're going to see when you tune into Focus.
Support for Focus is provided by
You're safe at home at Luther Crest, a Diacon senior living community in Allentown. Our mission is to offer premier accommodations and services so residents can cultivate a healthy and fulfilling retirement. At Luther Crest, we offer independent living apartments and cottages, personal care, skilled nursing, rehabilitative services, and more. Plus, the Luther Crest team strives to provide each person family-like support. You might say it's like a home run. Luther Crest.
News doesn't stop. We cover it 24/7, 365 because that's what our readers demand from us. You need to know what's going on, who's playing by the rules or who's breaking them, who's winning and who's losing. The full range of the human experience plays out every day in the pages of our newspaper and website. The platform you choose to engage with us is your business. Delivering the news is ours.
Welcome to Focus. I'm Laura McHugh. You've seen their struggles depicted on television dramas, but do you have what it takes to become a doctor? To show us a day in the life of a student at Temple St. Luke's Medical School in Bethlehem is Focus reporter Brittany Garzillo. Brittany, do you think you could cut it?
Well, Laura, first it takes a 4-year bachelor's degree, then complete 4 years of medical school, a residency, and for specialized fields, fellowship training. It's all for one goal: becoming a doctor. I'm not sure I'd have what it takes, but students at the Temple St. Luke's Regional Medical School in Bethlehem sure do. Check it out.
Eugene Foot is here. He's having problems with his pacemaker.
We see their lives depicted on hit TV shows.
Chief, any reason my name isn't on the board?
But before doctors can begin saving lives, they must first make it out alive.
The triangle of a medical student's life, sleep, study, social life. You can't have all three, you can have two.
Sometimes it can get a little stressful.
As a third-year med student at Temple St. Luke's Regional Medical School in Bethlehem, Julia Tolentino spends hours every day of the week completing rotations inside the hospital. On this day, she meets with Dr. Frances Burt in cardiology to receive her assignments.
Excellent.
Coming from the ventricles. This is Kevin. We're on cardiology together. He's about to check some patient files. I get up around 6:30 or 7, come into the hospital by 8, meet up with my attending and team. We assign tasks and patients to each other. We see those patients and we round on them. In between that is a whole lot of teaching. The attendings are asking you questions, going over EKGs with you.
After rotations and lectures, studying begins.
So it happens to be really nice out. I don't know if that makes studying easier or harder, but after each of our required rotations, we take a shelf exam, and that just reviews the whole block. So at the end of April, I'll be taking my shelf on internal medicine. On top of that, we have our boards.
Julia is among the 90 current students at Temple St. Luke's who spent their first year at the Temple Medical School in Philadelphia and continued their education in Bethlehem. She's also part of the inaugural class that will graduate in 2015.
I think the main thing that sets us apart is the small class size.
Dr. Joe Rosenfeld, Chief Academic Officer at St. Luke's and Dean of the Medical School, knows most students by name. He's been involved in the medical school since it opened in 2011.
St. Luke's realized that there's going to be a severe physician shortage in the future. And we felt because of all the hospitals in the network and all the clinics and offices that we need to make sure that we have enough physicians to man these enterprises.
According to Dr. Rosenfeld, it's estimated there will be a shortage of about 90,000 physicians by the year 2020, which could mean longer waits for appointments and medical procedures.
From the mid-1970s up until about 1999, there were no new medical schools constructed in the United States. It was thought that if you limit the amount of doctors, you'll limit the healthcare costs, and that's been proven wrong.
For those embarking on a career in medicine, the tuition alone is enough to cause stress.
Oh my goodness, yes. It's quite expensive.
Nationally, the mean debt and medical school debt for a graduating doctor is roughly $170,000. That doesn't include college debt.
That's the size of a lot of people's mortgages at their house. And these young people still look forward to another 6 or 7 years of education and training to follow their specialties.
All right, Mr. Johnson, it seems like you're having a heart attack.
Saving lives is second-year med student Colin Caverly is calling.
Right now, I'm kind of thinking emergency medicine.
But before Colin takes human life into his own hands, he starts here, in the sim lab.
You may begin. Mr. Johnson.
Yes.
Hi, Mr. Johnson. My name's Colin. I'm a second-year medical student here at St. Luke's.
On top of lectures, studying, and working with standardized patients, Colin spends time in the Clinical Simulation Center, where he practices real-life medical experiences on a robotic simulator.
It allows all students to have a standardized experience.
Despite hours of studying and the occasional sleepless night, both Colin and Julia are proud to be some of the first students to make up the Lehigh Valley's first medical school.
I was told when I was applying to medical schools that you should pick a place where the attendings, the residents, the students that you meet are the doctors that you want to be like. And for me, that's St. Luke's.
It's a quadruple win. It's a win for St. Luke's. It's a win for Temple. It's a win for the communities that we serve. And we realized that it's a win for the students because they're learning medicine in a very nurturing and learner-friendly atmosphere.
A glimpse into the lives of med students like Julia and Colin open eyes to what saving lives are all about. For Focus, I'm Brittany Garzillo reporting.
Thank you, Brittany. Just across the Lehigh River in North Bethlehem, doctors at St. Luke's urge kids and families to get their tail on the trail. Joining me now, Community Health Department Director Dr. Bonnie Coyle. Welcome to Focus.
Thank you.
So where is Get Your Tail on the Trail happening this year?
Well, it happens on the Delaware and Lehigh Heritage Corridors trails. Those extend from Philly up across the valley and then up into the Jim Thorpe area. 165 miles of beautiful trails with lots of opportunities to get out and be active.
So who should get out and get their tail on the trail?
We want everyone in the Lehigh Valley to get out and get active on the trail. And with access easily across the entire Lehigh Valley, everybody can.
You have wonderful incentives for people to log their miles to keep track of it.
We do. Just for enrolling and going online and logging in and joining the program, you will get some incentives like a t-shirt, and then when you hit certain miles like the 50 mile or 100 mile or 165 miles, then you get additional prizes along the way to encourage you to keep being active and get as healthy as you possibly can.
So more than 100 miles, how long do people have to log those miles?
We give everyone 6 months. We kick off on May 1st today, and you go all the way through October. And again, walking, biking, or riding any way to get to that 165-mile challenge. If you're feeling particularly active, you can do even more. You can double or triple those amount of miles to try to really get healthy and fit.
You've issued a special challenge to students and schools in the Bethlehem Area School District.
We have, not just in the Bethlehem School District, in Allentown and Bangor and Salisbury School District. We have 8 schools who have joined us this year to work with their Leader in Me programs at their schools to get the kids to get very involved in this program and promote it throughout their school. So we have over 300 kids coming next Thursday down here to Sand Island for the kickoff event, where we will get them out on the trail trail and give them some discussions about the trail. We'll get them doing Zumba and having some animals there that they can learn about animals. So lots of fun activities for the kids. And then they're going to go back to their schools and promote the whole school, even their families, getting involved to log miles. And if they log 5,000 miles per school, we will donate some money for them to buy something healthy for their school. And if they log 10,000 miles, we'll give them an even bigger donation to get some fun equipment.
That's what I was going to say. What do you hope that money will be used for?
We are encouraging all the schools to use it to buy something that will be very healthy. So a piece of playground equipment or something for their gymnasiums or something that will really promote healthy and active living, because that's the goal of our whole program.
So how can people find out how they can join?
Well, we have a website, Tail on the Trail. If you just Google that, you can get in and you can log on, and it's a database that helps you log your miles. So you can go in and list all the different areas of the trail that you're walking on, or if you walk just around your neighborhood, you can log those miles too.
And finally, what advice do you have for somebody who is trying to, over the next 6 months, reach that 165-mile goal?
Well, it can be quite a challenge if you're just walking. So one of the ways to get up to the 165 miles is to take a couple of bike rides too, because that helps you log a few more miles. But just walking a couple of miles every week will get you over the 6 months to that goal. So it's really attainable if you put your mind to it and just do a couple of miles every week.
This is the second year you've run the program. The first year exceeded all expectations from what I hear.
It did. We had about 3,000 people log in and participate, and they walked, biked, or rode over 300,000 miles. So we really got quite a lot of people active, but we're looking to double and triple the amount of people involved this year. Again, because exercise is such a wonderful way to stay healthy and avoid chronic diseases. So we're hoping for an even bigger turnout this year.
Thank you, Dr. Coyle. Research shows that for kids, the hours between 3 and 6 p.m. are peak hours for juvenile crime and experimentation with drugs, alcohol, and cigarettes. In Bethlehem, more than 300 students each year find a safe place at the Banana Factory, where professional artists teach kids to be smart through art.
The nose looks good. What you need to do, you want to bring that color all the way up here.
At the Banana Factory in South Bethlehem, Adrian Sowers teaches kids to see themselves as artists.
You see this color that you have right here and compare it to your eyes right there. Today we're working on self-portraits. For a lot of them, it's their first self-portrait. So we're working with different skin tones and undertones and just basic shapes of the face.
With Adrian's guidance, 6th graders Gabriella Palermo and Shane Weinberg learn about art.
Be Smart teaches me how to be a better drawer and painter.
And their own abilities.
Be Smart teaches me a lot of different things and teaches me things I didn't know I could do.
Each year, 300 Bethlehem students, just like Shane and Gabriella, explore their creativity through ArtsQuest's Be Smart after-school program.
A lot of students are used to being in an academic setting. This kind of takes them out of that traditional setting and puts them into an art community center.
Well, so many of the facilities and the programs that we offer in the Banana Factory aren't available to students in their classroom. For example, they have video game design, we have a hot glass studio here, and we also have ceramics.
While Adrian teaches painting in the Crayola Gallery, a few doors away, students glaze ceramics, and across the hall, more work with Virginia Abbott to create eco art.
You can also say green art, recycled art, upscaling, taking raw materials right from your trash can and creating beautiful pieces of art.
But can exposure to art really make students be smart? These students report improved self-esteem, attendance rates, and grade point averages.
When you're in an environment, no matter what it is that you do, you like to feel successful. You like to feel as if you've really achieved something. And quite frankly, there's no wrong answer in art. This really gives every child the chance to achieve a goal
by putting the power of art into their hands.
For 40 years, an annual event called Boutique at the Rink has raised millions of dollars to support cancer patients and survivors in the Lehigh Valley. To tell us more, we turn to former co-chair Susan Heidt-Maddock and current co-chair Sharon Koonsman. Thank you for being with us today on Focus.
Thank you for having us.
40 years is a long time, but for viewers who maybe aren't familiar with Boutique at the Rink, what is it?
Boutique at the Rink is a gigantic sale of new and gently used items, clothing, housewares, vintage, antiques, etc.
And it started in 1974. What have you been able to accomplish in those 40 years?
Well, we've raised over $2.3 million, and we have given that consistently over the past 40 years to cancer supporting organizations. By that I don't mean the disease of cancer, but organizations that fight and support people with cancer.
What are some of those organizations?
One is St. Luke's Hospice, and they support the families of patients and the patients themselves, and even after the patients have died, they continue to support those families. And the other is the St. Luke's Cancer Center, and they have purchased state-of-the-art equipment for the cancer patients at that hospital.
Additional support has gone to the cancer support community of the Lehigh Valley.
Community, formerly the wellness community, now
Right.
cancer support community, provides free services, psychosocial support services to families and to, of course, the cancer patients, such as a prostate cancer support group, such as nutrition during chemotherapy, such as kids groups. So children don't think their mom's the only bald mom in the world. And it's provided all of these services free since its inception in '04.
They do so many wonderful programs, whether it's exercise
Yes.
programs, as you mentioned, nutrition, different programs to help people deal with some of the physical effects of cancer. You must know firsthand how important that is as a breast cancer survivor yourself.
Well, it is nice to know you're not the only kid on the block with breast cancer, but people come out of the woodwork in general. But I do think that having others to talk to is extremely beneficial when you're going through any disease, such as cancer.
You just passed a big marker, a big milestone yourself.
Yeah, I didn't talk about it for 5 years, but I think the 5-year mark is a really big one. And so I'm excited to say, yep, it's been 5 years on the 28th of April, and I'm really happy to be here today and doing great.
Congratulations on
Thank
5
you.
years cancer-free and 40 years with Boutique at the Rink. Why don't we tell people how they can get involved really quickly?
All they have to do is contact boutiqueattherink.com, and all the information is on our website. Or they can stop by the Boutique at the Rink right now, and we'll give them a paper to fill out.
So we're on Alex Mill Road in Bethlehem, and we're open for business. We're accepting donations. We have over 300 volunteers not working simultaneously, but I'd say a good 100 a day show up.
Easily.
Driving from Bangor and Penn Argyl and Phillipsburg and Macungie, as well as other places in the Lehigh Valley to sort through our donations and transform an ice skating rink into a department store. So come and see it. It's very exciting.
And people can drop off their donations from now until May 17th,
Right,
but then they should definitely come back toward the end of May, correct?
Yes, the sale dates are May 27th, which is our premiere night. You pay $10 to get in that night. You have first choice of everything. And then the sale continues through May 31st.
People always tell me about the treasures that they find there, really special things. I know you're wearing a piece of jewelry that you found there.
I am, and I fell for it. However, my policy is always let the shoppers, who, for example, make a donation to shop early, and it was still lingering on day 5, and I just bought this, and I love it, and I wear it every day. It makes me think of the Boutique at the Rink.
Well, it was meant to be yours, but it was still
you
there
have
at day
it.
5. Thank you so much for the work that you do and for sharing this information.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Elsewhere in the Lehigh Valley, another community organization is celebrating a very special anniversary this year. The Allentown Rotary is celebrating 100 years, and here to tell us about a century of community impact is Focus reporter Grover Silcox.
Thanks, Laura. When you hear the word Rotary, you might think of a club where business people meet to exchange ideas and network. And that's true, but the Rotary Club is really much more. In Allentown, the Rotarians themselves embrace the philosophy of service over self.
Many families call them angels, the nurses and staff who care for patients in hospice.
Wow, the folks in this room are just so responsible for that vision that you held for end-of-life care in the Valley.
On this day, Jean Vogt, Clinical Director for Lehigh Valley Hospice, thanks the Allentown Rotary for helping to found the hospice, where she and her fellow angels care for those facing life's final challenge.
What made the dream of a hospice a reality
was the hard work and dedication of business and healthcare leaders.
The Allentown Rotary Club is the only Rotary Club in the world to have helped found a hospice.
In 1976, Abram Samuels, a past president of the Allentown Rotary, won support for creating a Valley Hospice from Ed Donnelly, then CEO of Air Products. Samuels and the Rotary helped Donnelly and other civic leaders lay the groundwork for what became Lehigh Valley Hospice in 1980.
I was amazed to find out that our club actually had a hand in it, because now it's just a part of the whole healthcare continuum.
The Rotary's mantra of service before self has directed the Allentown Club's projects since it began in 1914.
We give people opportunities to serve in many different ways. Over the years, we've contributed tens of thousands of dollars to nonprofit organizations right in our city, organizations that are doing good for people.
The Rotary attracts members from business, nonprofits, or simply the community at large. They meet over lunch at the America on Wheels Museum every Friday to discuss community projects. One of the club's favorites is Dictionary Day. In early November, they go to every third grade in the Allentown School District and give a free dictionary to each student.
The Rotarians come and they help box up dictionaries, and then they go to schools and unpack and deliver, and we probably touch about 1,300 some students.
Our Rotarians also help with the lesson then that day and teach them how to use the dictionary.
The Rotary also provides a scholarship to high school seniors in Allentown.
We have given roughly $250,000 to students since about the early 1990s.
Jack Lima, a sophomore at Moravian College, received the Rotary Scholarship when he graduated from William Allen High School. He was president of Interact, the high school version of Rotary.
It's $1,000 for the school year, so $500 per semester, and eventually it'll be $4,000 for my entire school year. It helps out a lot.
Jack's passion for service to others reflects the Rotary's core principle.
I am studying environmental science, and I feel like we were put on this earth to help it and to help one another.
What a great kid. He is a beacon, a great example of how our Roger and Louise Mullen Scholarship is designed to reward students just like Jack.
The Allentown Rotary also gives to a Rotary in Mexico.
Our club partnered with this Mexican club to provide them with first a commercial stove and oven. And it makes you feel good to realize that here we are, this little city in Pennsylvania has partnered with a small club in Mexico.
God bless America. The Rotary divides into committees, each tasked with a different project.
I'm involved with the SMILE committee, so I do write-ups of the programs that we have.
Rotary members join the club for all kinds of reasons.
The Allentown Rotary means opportunity.
There's many different projects to get involved with, from Meals on Wheels to the Dictionary Project.
The Allentown Rotary Club means a great way to network with business professionals, super informative meetings on a weekly basis. At the same time, get involved in community activities.
The Allentown Rotary means service above self.
For many, it means 100 years of helping others, from giving kids dictionaries to helping to create a hospice, which now serves 1,000 patients every year. For Focus, I'm Grover Silcox reporting.
Thanks, Grover. In the last week or so, hundreds of Allentown residents have put a little sweat equity into the city.
That's right. I stopped by McKinley Elementary School to check out the Great Allentown Cleanup.
Seven days, 19 events, 830 people. One cleaned up Allentown.
This is part of the Great Allentown Cleanup. It's part of our Earth Day celebration. We do this every single year.
Mayor Ed Pawlowski was on hand at McKinley Elementary School, where between photo ops, teachers, parents, and even students did their part.
I'm painting the walls for the so it could look better.
It boosts morale. It makes everything aesthetically a lot nicer looking, but also safer, and just overall just improves the whole atmosphere.
They cleared sidewalks, painted trim, and even planted trees. The city provided the brooms, but together they brought the spirit of service.
Wow, cool.
Thank you, Brittany. You'll actually be bringing us a story from the cleanup next week.
That's right, about a young boy who went to McKinley Elementary School and is still inspiring others at the school and truly beyond.
He passed away just about a year ago,
That's
and
right.
he battled cancer just like a hero.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. And Grover, it was really neat to see the Allentown Rotary. They have a big anniversary celebration coming up in June.
That's right, 100 years of service. They're going to be celebrating that in June, and how awesome is it to have a Rotary that actually founded a hospice? I mean, it's really incredible. These people are just, they love to serve. They're the kind of people that are drawn to the Rotary. And of course, they continue to serve in hopefully another 100 years.
Next week, you're going to bring us a profile of the Sayre Mansion in Bethlehem. It's this beautiful old home that's been restored into an inn.
Right, the home of Robert Sayre, a pivotal figure in the history of Bethlehem. The president of the Lehigh Valley Railroad that led to Bethlehem Steel. A great story and a great bit of our history right here in the Valley.
And Robert Sayre was an integral part of the founding of St. Luke's Hospital, which has come a long way.
And how about the Temple St. Luke's Medical School students? I mean, it's phenomenal to see what they do there. They get to use the simulation center, the sim lab. It was just really neat to see some doctors that we could be working with one day. These could be our doctors.
So thank you for your reports, and we will look forward to your reports for next week. Well, we thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week. Remember to focus on what matters.
It's time for the 4th annual PBS 39 Microbrew Festival at Coca-Cola Park in Allentown. Join us May 31st to enjoy craft brews from more than 30 regional breweries. Tickets are limited and may not be available at the door, so visit wlvt.ticketleap.com and get yours now. Support PBS 39 at the 4th annual PBS 39 Microbrew Festival on May 31st.
In 1948, John Walson put an antenna on top of a mountain and ran a cable back to his television store. Cable TV was born. Now, over 60 years later, his vision has changed the way we get our information, from super high-speed internet to stunning high-definition television.
Service Electric is committed to leading the way in the community with the